Okay, here we are once again in Sicily. I'm sure we're all getting tired of Sicily, but we love it, so we're going to keep plugging on with it.
Oh, he is.
I really am kind of tired of Sicily right now. Anyways, here we are with the battle for Gela, where the Italian of Livorno division, I think it was, is attacking against the Americans. Let's take a look at our forces.
All right, so defending Gela, we have a fresh off the boats here, green Rifle Company. So we've got our HQ. We've got 3 understrength platoons here, each at 7 with their bazooka. We do have a full strength MG platoon that will be joining that company, and some 57s, which are from the player pack here as part of that company. It's an upgrade to their 37s. My Firestorm troop is some paras, those 82nd boys who at the last battle probably got sent back with wounded and prisoners from the Hermann Göring. So they're going to join in the defense. We do have then other items coming off the boats that would be normally moving inland to join my other companies. We have priests with a Stuart OP. We have 4 Stuart platoon and 3 Shermans that we haven't brought into the fights here yet. So let's see if that puts a little bit of fear into the Italians.
Oh, it's definitely putting fear in. That's for sure. Okay, and here we have the Gruppo Tattico of one of the Italian divisions full of Bersaglieri. So let's take a rundown of the force. The core formation is the Gruppo Tattico card from the community pack for Firestorm Sicily. We've got HQ, 3 platoons of Bersaglieri at full strength, a platoon of Beretta MGs at full strength, 81mm mortars, and the assault mortars. Also in the formation, we've got 3 Renault R35s because everyone loves them, and we've got a platoon of AB-41 scout cars. In support, we have the 100mm howitzers, an AB-41 OP, a platoon of 4 Semavente self-propelled guns, which I finally finished painting, and the Firestorm platoon of 3 long-barreled Panzer IIIs. And that will be the force looking to get revenge for the horrible trouncing of the Hermann Göring. Let us get to the table with our deployment. Almost forgot 2 very important things that I needed to do for the army. So I forgot that I had 2 command cards for Italy, which is just my reroll any 1 die, and tactical brilliance on the Semavente so that they become elite and gain scout. Then I did the upgrades for the platoons. This Bersaglieri platoon and that Bersaglieri platoon, they both upgraded to elite, as did the assault mortars and the howitzers, the 100mm. And then obviously I didn't roll for the Semaventes because they're automatically elite. So, now let's take a look at the table after deployment.
Here we are with a no retreat mission. The Americans defending Gela. First objective, placed by myself, was down here, center on the road. Jacob then placed the Italian one here, near the vineyard, on the flank and as far close to him as he could. Then we have some pre-ranged artillery on the road, here and here, mine being where he's actually centered most of his forces, and the defenders had a few minefields. 2 I've used to block off the front of that forest, and 1 the gap on the cliffside. We went into deployment. I've got my priests and my 3 platoons of rifles with the HQ and machine guns in the center. The para platoon is over here supporting the Stuarts, or the Shermans, and the Stuart OP. My 57s are in ambush, and the Stuarts are in reserve.
Alright, and then for me on this flank, I deployed one of the Bersaglieris along the AB-41 OP. While the majority of my force concentrates on that flank, so the Panzer IIIs there, the assault mortars, heavy machine guns, the 100mm howitzers, 2 Bersaglieri platoons, all my armored corps, and my support all ready to thrust forward. Let's get to the first round. Okay, turn 1 Italian movement. On this flank, we moved forward the AB-41 OP into some cover and advanced with a follow me move. That Bersaglieri platoon out from behind the tree line. Panzer IIIs moved up to the wall to get cover and potentially shoot up at some Shermans. The AB-41 scouts attempted to move forward, failed their follow me check. And the infantry are just kind of trying to figure out how to get around that ridge without, getting ganked by mines. With the Semaventes, they dashed up onto the ridgeline, and the R35s, that's what they're called, it just kind of puttered along, not their slow tactical 6. And yeah, so we're going to go to shooting.
So shooting for Italian turn 1.
Yep, so we kicked things off. I didn't record it yet because I just used the pre-ranged endpoint for the 81mm mortars. Drop some smoke to kind of cover my advance a bit.
In front of the cliff face.
Okay. And then I'm going to do my second thing will be the 100mm howitzers in the back line. They're going to use the forward gun who's up against the tree line so you can see through it to try and drop some artillery on 101st Airborne. So there is short terrain underneath it, but I am an elite, so my skill is a 3+. So I'll need a 4+ to range in first attempt. Second attempt. I'll get it on the second attempt.
All right.
So machine gun there. Here, I'll roll for him first. It's aggressive or confident?
They are aggressive.
Careful. So hitting on a 4+, because second attempt misses him. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rifle teams or rifle MG teams, and then the light machine gun and the bazooka.
Okay.
Okay. So bazooka on a 5+, because they're careful, right?
Yes.
So bazooka is hit. LMG is also hit. I
appreciate them.
And then 5 rifle MG teams. I'm not too concerned which one's on these, so I'll just roll them together. And getting 2 more.
That's better rolling than I would like to start.
I don't believe these have anything like time on target, so the first round of shooting, they should not be brutal. They are not brutal. They are only brutal when firing directed reads.
Okay. How many?
So 1 bazooka, 1 LMG, and 2 rifle MG teams.
1 bazooka, 1 LMG, 1, 2. How many?
Just 2 rifle MG teams.
Oh, 2. Okay. So 2 and 2.
Which one's
for the rifles?
Okay, 1 fails.
1 fails. For the bazooka, passes, and the LMG fails.
All right. In bombardment, my firepower is a 3+. So the LMG is destroyed, and the rifle team is not destroyed. And that will be a pin marker on them, thankfully. Now, they advanced and followed me, so they can't shoot. So the next thing I'm going to do these Panzer IIIs here. They're going to shoot down across, and they can really only target the 2 of these Shermans. Can't hit him because of the building in the way, but we're going to go for that. It will be long range, and I will rotate the turrets. And 1, 2, 3. They will be 3 shots because they're only 1 shot each because they're moving rate of fire. They are in range. You are aggressive or careful?
So they're aggressive.
So hitting on
over
5s.
16 and concealed on the ground.
Yes, they are on the ground, aren't they?
They are this turn.
All right, so hitting on 6s. Nothing. Fine. That's fine. We're all
very rare that my offensive forces have gone to ground. I almost forgot it.
Next, my HMGs that are the brightest here in the tree line. They're just at 20 inches. They're going to shoot into these 3 teams here. Your
3 along the front of the house line. Okay.
Yeah.
The heavy machine guns.
They are also heavy machine guns, aren't they? Yes.
Yes.
And then
so they'd be on your. Are you in 16?
I am at 20 inches.
So then 5s.
Yep. No, 6s because it's gone to ground and cover.
Yes, 6s with the over 16.
It's like, do I have that right? Please tell me I have that right. I am pretty bad at math, but all right, we got 3 firing at stationary rate of fire, 6 shots each.
18.
I see at least 2 6s, 3 6s. So we got 3 hits, 1 on each, please, sir.
All right, 1 on each. I'll just roll them all together.
You can reroll that one. Okay, 2 fail, so 6 have firepowers. Doesn't matter which ones to me. 1 dies. Excellent.
I don't appreciate.
So that's 3 hits. Now we're going to have right in front of the HMGs, the stationary assault mortar platoon will also fire in. They are just at 16 because that's their maximum range. And at stationary rate of fire, they are also 6 shots. So the same number of shots.
Really don't appreciate.
Only 1 hit. We'll put it on this dude here.
Let's pass some infantry saves, boys. They pass.
Oh. They have a firepower 5+.
Almost forgot to aim.
Hey, you know what I should have used?
At my own stuff.
I should have used the smoke rounds they have.
That actually might not have been too bad.
That might not have been a bad idea.
Now when you get a charge across a little bit of a gap.
That's all good. The R-35s will be the last thing I'm shooting this turn. They are going to shoot at the 2 rifle MGs that are within range. They're going to fire their...
My lead foxholes?
They're overworked cannons. They're not going to fire their cannons because that'll be hitting on a 7 at this point. I'll fire the machine guns. So
They have the 16 on the machine guns?
Only one will have range then.
Okay.
So I believe the others were just outside of range. Let me just double check that. I can grab it. Oh no, they are. So these back two are actually just in range to him. And
okay.
He's, yeah, okay. So all three of them are just going to shoot those 2 teams.
2 teams?
9 shots, hitting on 6s. 1 hit. Again, doesn't matter which team to me. And
He is safe.
Okay, that will be my shooting phase. I will attempt a shoot and scoot on my Panzer IIIs. On a 3+.
They were moved this turn?
Oh yeah, I didn't blitz, did I?
No, they had to do a full move.
That's a good point. Thank you. They would have blitzed too.
I know.
Alright.
That's where they are.
That's my turn. We're going to move into American turn 1 with some unpin checks on that platoon there. Video. Okay, so apparently I'm an idiot and caused the camera issue. I put it in slow-mo mode by accident, so you'll miss the rolls there, but they unpinned. Their first roll failed. They were just within 6 inches for the commander re-roll, and they rolled a 5 on their second one. So now we got a reserve roll for the Americans turn 1 command.
Yes, reserve roll. We don't.
All right, now we're going to move on to the movement. Okay, American turn 1 movement step. This is a strange turn of affairs because
I don't have any movement. I
stay
actually
still.
considered almost everything, but almost everything has shots or it wants shots or has no reason to move other than I'd end up just congesting a bunch of infantry teams. So we're going to hold off on movement, go straight into some shooting.
Okay.
We've got a lot of return shots to do, pretty much in a lot of the similar fashion to what the Italians just poured at us. We will start leading right off. We've got a repeat with the paramortar. Our
yes,
priests
infamous 60 mils
are going to have to rearrange, but we'll start with that and see what a little 60 can do all by its lonesome.
hit a lot
He's
potentially.
right there, which is going to be 2 Semaventes. I don't even know they can hurt that, but 2 armored cars, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Bersaglieri.
Perfect. All right. So all of those guys will be careful to hit. What is the 60 mils AT?
I think it's only a 1.
Okay, so it can hurt the AB-41s if that's the case. The top armor in the Semaventes is a 1 though, so
All right.
we'll have to double check that after you roll to hit just to make sure.
So I've got 2 AB-41s, 2, 4, 6, 4. These are all the same. Nothing's
There
different.
are 2 platoons there, but I think it was only the 1 platoon that was underneath
3
it.
and 3.
Okay, then
None of the back ones.
they're all
I
rifle
believe.
teams then, or sorry, rifle MG teams.
Yeah, it cuts off. Yeah, so it's just 3 and 3.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s, we have for the 2 armored cars, 1.
Okay.
And hitting on 4s again for the 6 rifle teams, we have 2.
Okay, and then roll the Semaventes just in case. You just said there was 2 underneath.
Yeah. None.
Okay, and now re-roll successes because it is only 1 tube fire.
Ooh, yes.
I am making you do that.
Forgot about that one. All right.
So the AB
AB still
still
gets
hits,
him.
and then 2
2 infantry, who I'd really like.
Ooh,
1.
1. Okay, that's good for you. All right, so we'll quickly double check the AT on the mortar and be right back. Okay, so we double checked. It is indeed anti-tank 1, firepower 4+. So the top armor on the AB-41 being 0, I need to roll anything but a 1. And I will roll a 1. So I'm going to be dumb and burn my 4 Italy because I don't want to lose my new scout cars yet and re-roll. That'll bounce. And then the saving throw on the infantry, we save. But I will gain a pin marker for next turn. And then we'll continue on with the shooting phase. What's next?
So the next shooting, I am going to lead off with my Shermans. They have an obvious target back at
My P3s?
the Panzers. They're all over 16, but they are all in range.
Okay.
I would be hitting him on. I'm
He'd
in
be on a
16.
6 because of the scout putting him gone to
So
ground.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't appreciate the 6, so we'll leave that as much as I would like him to go.
Theoretically speaking, the Panzer IIIs are also 6 because they're in concealment and over 16.
But they can hurt me back.
That's fair. That is very, very fair. So we're gonna shoot all 6 shots.
So yeah, 6.
Okay.
We didn't move or anything, so no stabilizers. So
Darn.
we are at 6s. None.
That's okay. That's basically what I did to you. So we'll see if any of our tanks can hit the others.
All right, we do have a bunch of paras that are in range. We're going to start with them. What do we have?
He's just out.
So he's out everyone.
He's
in.
Front.
2, 3. Zuka's obviously not. 4, 5. Gotta check if he's a rifle MG. I think he is. 6.
If he's the command team, he will be.
So 6 there that are. And well, the LMG is, and that LMG is probably going to contribute. So we will start with the 6 paras there, with the very obvious target of those infantry going through the field.
Oh darn, I didn't end up pinning those LMGs today.
They are rifle MGs, so we need 12 shots.
Can I claim cover from my rock wall?
Is that a flat plowed field?
Yes. I mean, it sits tall because it's the mat, but
true.
It is theoretically
I was thinking
flat.
they were in a field concealed anyway.
Oh. I'm good with that too.
But I guess it is across the rock wall. Yeah, I guess we'll do it.
Okay. So just
5s.
hitting on 5s.
Still decent.
You can reroll that one cocked one if you'd like, because it is a miss. I mean, even if it wasn't, you can reroll it if you'd like to, but
does not convert.
So 5 hits.
So 5 hits.
All right. Now some of them weren't in raw. I guess there
There
was
is
5
more
in
than enough
range.
along
There was
the front
5 in
5.
range.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just roll flat saves. Now I would say I would not get the bulletproof cover from the wall because I'm not against
not unless
it.
you're touching it. Yeah.
Okay.
We give you the concealment.
So I will lose 3 teams. Ouch.
I am okay to trade that. I was failing equal infantry saves. At least it doesn't bode one-sided.
For now.
For now.
And that is actually enough to pin them as well. I'm sorry, I'm using German tokens on them at the moment because I'm not sure what I've done with my Italian tokens. So Battlefront, if you could hurry up with those new mid-war token boxes, that would be great.
So I have the one machine gun here. It's
Yep.
going to contribute shots to that. The one that's here is actually going to shoot. He's he's 24, and the lead one here is 16 for the second platoon because that one's mostly cut off, so I won't have many eligible targets. So we'll shoot the second platoon, and then this one here. All these are dug in.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his 24. He'll be over 16 in general, except for against the assault mortars.
I thought they were only 20 inches of range.
They're 24 on the American heavy MGs.
Lame.
So I don't like the assault mortars, but counting against foxholes, I think I will take my shots now against the guys who are not dug in and reduce my threats for later. So we'll just do the 2 at the second platoon and 1 at that, which we'll roll off first.
Okay. So they're hitting on 5s.
5s there. 4,
3.
3. Not bad. So he's got range on everyone. We'll just do the lead. 3.
Well, that's not great.
I was debating if I wanted to center artillery on that field, but it seems the bullets have done the job. We fortunately will have that to redirect somewhere else here.
It's kind of set these Italian days, so they're not use them for the rest of the game.
3, 6, 3, and 6. So the other 2 LMGs both have range to pretty much the entire platoon with the 24. They will be hitting on, we'll still say pretty much 5s.
Yeah, because they're not on the ground, unfortunately.
That one in the field is a hit. We'll reroll the one that's laying there, which is a no. And that leaves us only 3.
Sounds good to me. Let's not roll 3 1s and 2s again. Okay, I'll take 18.
Okay,
I'll let you pick. It doesn't matter which.
It
As long as
doesn't
it's not
matter.
the team.
We'll take out this one here.
Don't like the bags? Perfect.
So that's the machine guns working away. We have almost no shots from anything for the rifles, who are pretty much going to remain.
That far team might be able to see around the smoke. I'm not sure.
Not worth it for just a Garand team. They're going to keep their gun and ground.
Okay.
I do have the priests. I was debating. I think I'm going to move their artillery barrage. I've got an OP with this being short terrain, who's probably just going to center something this way. You're dug in there. We're going to pause a moment while I consider the best place to reposition the priests.
So we're back after taking a look. We're going to attempt to range it in on top of the AB-41 with no terrain underneath it that is short or tall. So 3+ to range in because the Stuart is apparently veteran, as well as the divisional artillery.
They are part of that, so yeah. They do get a range in.
And they get time on target. Yay!
Oh yes, they do. I always forget that rule myself. So we were mapping it out. We had 2 mortars that'll hit, the 2 ABs, and then 5 from the rear platoon and 3 from the lead platoon. So we are on the first. Everyone is cautious.
Careful, yeah.
Or careful, yeah. So we'll do the 2 assault mortars. Both hit. The 2 ABs. Neither hits.
Sounds good.
For the rear platoon, 5. 4 of those hit. And for the front platoon, corner 3, 1 hits.
Okay, so I'll do the infantry first. So the 1 on the front platoon, with time on target giving it brutal, so re-rolling successes. So he's lives. And then it was 3 from the back platoon?
4 from the back platoon.
4 from the back platoon. Okay. Losing 1 so far. Losing 3, that's not great. AT?
AT is a 3.
3, so top armor 0, needing...
no, these I missed the ABs.
Oh,
these
right,
are 2
right.
for the assault mortars.
So firepower checks on the assault mortars.
So we missed the front guy. We had 3 of the squad and the 2 assault mortars. So firepower is a 3+. Both on the assault mortars.
They're not. The infantry's not dug in.
Oh, then 3 for the infantry.
Okay.
So the 2 assault mortars were these 2 here. And did you care on any particular?
Just the closest.
3 of the 4
under the template.
Boom, boom, boom. So we'll do the 3 that I believe are all from that rear platoon. And we'll pin down the corner, and I believe force a morale at least on the mortars.
Yep.
That is the American shooting for the turn.
Okay, so we'll roll right into turn 2 Italians. Okay, so Italian turn 2 command step. Start with unpin checks. My Bersaglieri unpin on I literally just looked, 3+. So him does not unpin. Unpin on the assault mortar is also on a 3+. They don't unpin, and there will be a last stand check in a second. Front platoon, they unpin, and back platoon, they also unpin. So then a 4+ last stand test on the assault mortar. He sticks around. I think that was it.
That was it for the last stands, last of the thing. So what was your formation commander, by the way?
One's right there, and one is on the other side.
Oh, they're here. Okay.
So we'll move into my movement and be right back.
So we had some Italian movement there. Take us through it.
Okay, so I started by pushing one of my R-35s into the minefield, and as you can see, that went horribly for the R-35. And then I pushed the the forward platoon through the minefield. Almost all but 2 of them got hit. They all saved it, but they are pinned down.
Was looking real dicey for a moment when all of them got hit.
Yeah, and then I moved up the second platoon behind them just in case they needed for support. Then my formation commanders, one of them split up to help with the unpin checks, and one came over here to help with morale and spotting as necessary. And the AB-41s have moved forward.
Around the cliff face, okay.
And then the platoon that had moved into there have retreated into the woods for some protection.
Excellent.
So we will move into shooting and hopefully a more successful phase for the Italians.
Let's see if you can do it. So, start of the Italian phase shooting.
So we ranged in, or re-ranged in, I should say, the 100 millimeters to drop a smoke bombardment on that flank to protect my advance a bit. I really did want to repeat bombardment on the Americans, but the smoke cover is more important, and unfortunately, the Semiventes do not have smoke bombardment.
I would agree 100% actually.
So, to continue with the artillery, the Semiventes themselves are going to attempt to spot a bombardment, basically where the 100 millimeters
So
were.
they're trading locations. Fantastic.
Pretty much. So 3 becoming 4 because of tall terrain. First attempt. Second attempt. Range is in. Perfect. The machine gun. One bazooka. The LMG's dead, so then it's, machine gun from this squad here.
The LMG, yeah.
The bazooka.
The HMG.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rifle MG teams. So we'll do them first, hitting on 5s because the second attempt. 5. Okay.
No. That's what it looked like when he crossed through the minefield. But he did make the infantry saves after.
They're going in jail. The bazooka hits. Okay, so they are pinned again. And this LMG, or rifle, oh my god, HMG, hitting on a 4, right? Because he's aggressive.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Suggest the bazooka.
Don't like to lose bazookas, but most of the armor on that side is
Gone.
kind of, pushed back.
All right,
Let's fail it.
firepower on them is a 4+ in bombardment. Kills the bazooka. Yay, I killed the bazooka finally.
Always a specialist.
Okay. The spotter AB-41 will now attempt to range in the mortars. We will range it a little farther back. Let's say...
Pretty much, that's your most effective point.
Actually, if I bring it to here, I can hit even more stuff. And that's just on that second hedgerow. So once again, ranging it on a 4 from here.
Aren't you hitting the same stuff?
Yeah.
I was going to say, if you move that far, you're about to lose the HMG. And I assume you don't want to.
I really don't like your 60 mil.
You don't? No?
But you know what?
You've been getting the specialists, so it's half a 1/6 of the other.
No, I'm just going to double down on the dudes there.
Same point, pretty much. Okay.
Yeah. So 4 up. Range is in the first attempt.
So HMG, 5 rifles left.
So misses the HMG with a 1. 5 rifles hitting on 4s. Hey, there we go. 4 hits.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. I lost where my 4th dice went?
I think you only rolled 3 by accident.
Maybe. All right.
Okay. 81 mil, I believe, is also a 4+ for fire
Mortars would be, yeah.
Yep. 1 dice. I will let you choose.
And we'll take off this little lad over here.
Sounds good. All right. So my Panzer IIIs will now return fire against your Shermans. You're still over 16, and you are still concealment, but you are no longer gone to ground. So hitting on 5s.
3, 4, 5s. Yeah.
3 hits.
So the engagement I don't like.
1, 2, 3. Anti-tank. Long barrel 5 centimeter. I think we said was 9. Or was it 8?
I think 9 in the longs.
Panzer III late 5 centimeter is a 9. Yeah, anti-tank 9. So front armor 6 becoming 7, so 2 or better.
All right. We'll just work our way down.
Goes in. That's cocked.
And
1 equals. And 1 bounces. All right, so 1 potential bail on a 4+. Nope, and 1 potentially destroyed on a 4+. Yes. Okay. This one. Because it's the part that's blown away. We'll go with that. Unless you want it to be this one.
No, doesn't matter.
Okay. Actually, we'll do mine. Just the way it's the ones that she's driving around. Actually, they look like Americans to the British. There we go. Okay, so that's them. AB-41s in the roadway are going to turn their 20 millimeters and shoot up the machine guns. I'm actually not sure if the model will physically turn, so don't worry about it.
Sure.
He will, but I don't think the others will.
So shooting the houses?
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the HMGs because I still haven't actually pinned them.
You're in 16 and they're only concealed now this turn?
Moving red fire is apparently only 1 on the 20 mils. So let's go with the machine guns of 4 shots each. 8. 2, 4, 2, 4. Don't want to use my dice from jail.
Use the dice from jail.
No! Wow, that's when I rolled nothing but 1. All right, so hitting on, sorry, what did you say, 5? Or 4s?
No, now you're in 16, and they're not on the ground, so only 4s.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. That's pretty average. All right, they only have... they have 3 valid targets,
So you probably could see the third as well.
So 2 on
in
each?
range, which it looks like that'd be 16.
Oh yeah, that's 13.
Yeah,
So
okay.
2 on each.
2, 2, and 2. Rolling bad. First one is okay. Second one fails 1. And the third one...
1 fail.
I couldn't even see him on the camera. Failed 1. All right, so 1 and 1.
So which ones?
We'll just say the 2 houses.
2 houses? All right, so the one closest to my AB41s is dead, and the one in the middle is not dead. But you know what? That's good. That actually gets them, doesn't pin them, but significantly reduces incoming fire. Unfortunately, that may actually have taken away my assault mortar shot. Oh, wait, no, I think I can still see. And he's just within 16, so he'll throw his pinned. No, he unpinned. No, he stayed pinned. He stayed pinned, so 2 shots.
But made his last stand, yeah.
1 hit. That might actually pin them now. I'm not sure.
He does fail it.
Ooh, 5 up firepower.
Failing as many infantry saves as you.
Oh.
Okay.
It's an aircraft token, but that will pin your machine guns finally. I only needed that to happen last turn.
He's got a commander right beside him.
Yeah.
And he's not fearless.
So he'll probably
Confident
pass it on
troops
the
always
first
pass
time.
it.
Then we've got 3 rifle MG teams on the moving platoon that are pinned ready to fire, shooting across into the...
Into the lead 2 on the smoke?
Yeah, we'll target the one that's mostly out of the smoke. I mean, he's still technically in the smoke, so... 3 shots. I am pinned down, which doesn't affect my rate of fire because I am an rifle MG, so just hitting on a 5.
Sealed, gone to ground, and in smoke, so 6.
That's caught. 1 hit.
He's got 1 still.
1 save.
He is alright with it.
Okay, so that, I believe, will be my turn too. That was pretty good.
Not the worst turn at all.
So
Couple
we'll
picked off. Losing the Sherman sucks.
march on into... Yeah, it really does. They're expensive, aren't they?
They are.
American Command Step, turn 2. What do we got?
So we have the 2 pin checks over here.
Paras
the paras
and
and the machine guns.
Yep.
And then 2 dice on reserves. So
Okay.
we'll do the paras.
3 up.
Inevitably the
With
fail.
the reroll.
In the commander reroll.
Yep, that's kind of what
Every
we
single
have
time.
come to expect around here.
Yeah, the MGs. I'm not even sure. I think they're just confident.
Yeah, probably is
But
confident.
they're probably going to pass automatically.
Yeah.
Confident will, fearless won't, every time. And 2 dice for reserves.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now would be a nice time to start rolling the Stuarts to the front.
Not quite.
But they won't show up till next turn.
All right. So
At least
we'll
they're fast, and we've got a roadway.
do some movement and then come right back again.
So yes. Okay, we had to make some hard choices for the American movement this turn. I felt like I was going to continue to lose that Sherman engagement. So my Shermans actually did a follow me to cross through these fields and dashed over, one moving to here. They're within 16 of this wall if they try and swing around, but he wouldn't have any line of sight where he is now, so would have to move. The other one is going to be peering around the corner of the building. The paras shifted out to get from under the repeat bombardments. 2 of them actually have come up and are going to, they're in the house on the ground floor of that. They'll be visible, but if they keep their heads down for a turn, could even sneak up on the panzers. One of the bazookas is moving up to kind of put some pressure on them just sitting behind there. I did actually reveal my ambush. I don't like it being behind the smoke this turn, but I was worried about being forced to deploy too far back by his advance. So I put them in this turn just to make sure I had extra anti-tank on this flank. And that is actually the movement we had. So a little conservative movement, a consolidation of my forces, but will leave us at least well dug in on the objectives. So good play for the mission.
All right, on to shooting.
Shooting. So our priests have kind of been effectively cut off. The only potential spotter I had left with any shots is our main priority one over there. And he cannot see enough through the houses to hit any of this blob that I really want to pummel. So instead, he's going to range in on the artillery and such here. Okay. There is some positioning right there that with the priests over here and pretty much there, we can get
2 panzers on.
Two of the tanks.
Actually, if you're putting it just a little to the left,
Actually,
you get all 3 and that 100 mil.
So pretty much on the just before the tree line, we get the three panzers, 1 machine gun, and the 100 mil that he's using to spot for the rest of the platoon.
Okay.
So we'll start with that.
So ranging
That'd be ideal. We're hitting terrain, so yeah. But it does time on target it.
Okay.
Fantastic. So we've got the 100 millimeter, which I'd love to remove. Does hit. We have 1 machine gun.
I guess that's flat.
That's pretty flat. 1 machine gun does hit, and 3 panzers. Doesn't hit them, unfortunately.
Okay.
But does get the infantry.
Just gonna check. I think the 100 mil is still a 3-up save, but it might be a 4-up. It is a 4-up. All right, so the 100 mil, and then time on target reroll. Good to go.
Ooh.
And then you got the machine gun, right? 3-up. Firepower on the machine gun.
Okay, so a 3+ firepower on him. Does fail. Oh.
Both of them hitting pinned.
But we do have our ranged in. All right. Not the worst objective. I mean, we didn't kill anything, but we're there. And so we have some limited shooting for anything else. We have the machine guns. One did actually move out of the repeat bombardment and into this house. So we have 1 moving and 1 stationary.
I'd say that clip pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think they can get there. We are just going to be within 16, and we're going to try and take out that assault mortar. So 1 stationary at his 6, 2 from the moving. We'll just roll together. They're under 16, and you are just straight concealed, so 5s. We do get 3 of them.
On the 1 mortar.
3 on the 1.
Okay, 3-up. 2 fails, so firepowers, please.
I don't think I've ever passed a machine gun firepower.
Yes, you have.
Let's see if we can do them. Oh, they add up to a 6.
If they were a 50 cal.
Okay. And my paras in there, they are not gone to ground even though they're concealed. They might as well just take some shots as well, seeing as they're going to get fired back at anyway. So they'll fire at that assault mortar. Neither. And I think that's it. These 2 here, I might as well just keep the gun to ground. And we do have the mortar, the paramortar, who has nothing worthwhile hitting here. And faces the same spotting problem as anyone else. So he honestly might just try and range it in the same spot. He won't be able to hurt the panzers.
Okay. You'll be starting on your 2nd attempt if using your OP.
Well, he's there, so he can just spot himself. Somewhere
okay.
pretty close to that.
It'd be on like this side, wouldn't it? Because it's crossing across the house.
Yeah, pretty much. He can range the same place. Enough that we're not trying to hit the panzers, so we'll be able to somewhere just hit the 2 guns. So ranging in on a 4. No. 2nd. Does. We'll move that to somewhere back there too. And it's just the 2 again, hitting on seconds. So
5s to hit for them.
5s for the 100 mil. No. And for the machine gun. No.
Not quite. Okay.
But we're in place. Okay. Believe that is all the shooting we have.
All right. On to
over to Italian.
Italian turn 3. Okay, lots of unpins. We'll start here, work our way that way. So 3+ rally, they stay pinned. The 100 mils, they unpin. The HMGs, they unpin. The assault mortar, it stays pinned, but there is a 6 commander within 6 inches, so rerolling them.
Yeah,
they stay on pin. And then the one platoon over there. They also have a commander within 6 inches. I made sure to move up to their commander. Okay, that's less than ideal.
It's always the lead element that stays.
And they stick around on the assault mortar. So we'll move into the movement. Okay, Italian turn 3 movement step. Brought the panzers around. Need to get some fire on those priests because unfortunately all my infantry are pinned down. Back platoon did advance through the minefield, got hit once and failed their infantry save. AB41s are going to try and push up this flank to maybe harass the infantry and keep them in their cover. And otherwise, I don't really have the ability to move much, so we're just going to roll right into shooting.
A couple failed morales did kind of stymie the advance this turn, but we'll see how the shooting plays out.
Okay, so kicking things off, the 100mm howitzer are going to spot themselves over there. Put the template down, got line of sight just drawn through there. So I think I'm clipping that tree line. I can't quite tell. The idea was to get that gun.
If you get the gun, yeah.
Okay,
with
so
your angle.
Four to range it.
But you get it.
I'll take that. Drop that over there. And then I've got your command team, your bazooka, 2 rifles, and 2 guns.
So you've got, the 2 guns. And you won't get the command team, but you do get the bazooka and 2 of the rifles.
Okay. And they're aggressive, right?
The guns are not. The rifles are.
Okay, so the guns are careful. So hitting on force for the guns?
Force for the guns.
I'll take the 1 hit. The bazooka, because I'm afraid of those. Okay.
And 2 rifles.
2 rifles.
One of those, yes. So the rifle team is good. And you missed the bazooka, so just the gun is also good.
Okay, and then the Semiventes, I will spot them. Both of those platoons are pinned down now, but not in such a way as... You know what? I'm actually going to put them on top of the priests, because that might be my only chance to kill them.
Okay.
That makes more sense. So, again, needing a 4 to range in. First attempt.
You get that as well.
Now they're anti-tank 3 in bombardment. Your top armor, I think, was 0, because you're open-topped. So hitting on 4s or 3s?
I believe the priests are aggressive.
Sorry, we should have. I should have thought about this before I got in check.
You can roll them out. They are aggressive.
So I'll get 2.
2. So you are anti-tank.
Anti-tank 3, firepower 4+.
I do have good anti-tank bombardment. Okay. So for the priests, 1 is good.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
And 1 goes in.
So it'll at least bail out, but it'll blow up. Okay. So that was actually a bit better than I would have hoped for. I'll toss you some smoke. There you guys are.
We'll smoke 1 out.
Now, the Panzer 3s, they moved, and honestly, I probably shouldn't have moved them. Yeah, the one with the command guide does not quite have line of sight past the tree line. So I'm going to check range, see if that one has range. It's only got 28 inches. I want to shoot the priests as well with them. I'm very concerned about the priests.
Yeah.
He does, so he'll take the long range shot, and concealed and gone to ground, so probably won't hit. And he'll shoot into the 6 pounders. So I'll do him first. He doesn't have line of sight because of the dudes in front, so him first.
So he's in 16, so he's on 6s to the,
the
6 pounder.
They're concealed and gone to ground. Nope. And 7's on the priest. 6, followed by a 5 or a 6. Oh, so close. Okay, that's fair. AB41s, we're going to spew some machine guns into Paris here.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do all 3 of them into the Paris squad. Hitting on. They move, so they're not on the ground, but they're concealed. So 5s. 2 hits. 1 on each.
1 each. Okay.
Ooh, firepower.
1.
No. Okay. And then the OP, who is suicidally dashing forward, is going to shoot at the bazooka in the building. I am going to also use its MGs. hitting on 5s. No, 4s.
Just 4s, because that bazooka did move, so he's just concealed.
But I am just over 6, so if I hit, you will be able to mistake a target. Oh, okay. 2 hits. So 1 on him and 1 on the team beside him. So that theoretically you can't really mistake a target.
Well, and the bazooka actually is separate from that.
Oh,
that's
so
the formation you made. So it's
all
just 2
on
on
him.
the bazooka.
Okay.
But he's fine with both.
Bye-bye, AB41. Okay, so next we'll do the now unpinned assault mortar into the HMG in the building across from it. 6 shots, hitting on 5s. No, hitting on 4s, because you're still aggressive, right?
What are you shooting at?
The HMGs?
The HMGs. So just concealed, so 4s.
Okay. We got 4 hits, and unfortunately right now he's still the only target, so all 4 on him.
4 on 1. Okay. I don't think he likes that.
Well, I'm good at killing a single target at a time. Oh, he only fails once. Okay.
He actually does dodge most of it.
So 5
firepower?
plus firepower. It works.
You got him.
I don't have to start doing that, just like you do. That unfortunately does take away the Beretta's target, so they're just going to pour their shots into the 2 airborne guys as well, I guess. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6.
I knew it was a suicide run.
No, it might not be.
They're harassing some people.
Yeah,
Holding that center house with some pairs does kind of make it a...
It was kind of annoying trying
point.
to figure out where I was going with the Panzers because of them. I was going to move them over here to shoot the Shermans, but I'm really, really nervous about those priests. So, anyways, hitting the pairs on 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits on 2 teams of 3 and 3, and that platoon is now pinned.
So, first guy does fail 1.
Okay.
And the second guy
Fails 1.
fails 1.
All right, so I guess it really won't matter. We'll roll them together.
Yeah.
5 or 6 of firepowers? No. But the pinned platoon is helpful.
Pairs are always pinned. They're meant to be surrounded.
Yeah. I guess what we'll do now is the 4 teams from the front platoon that are pinned down, we'll shoot at the platoon in front of them who are gone to ground. Actually, no, because the won't make a difference. It's all gone to ground.
Everything's gone to ground.
So 3, 4, 5. So hitting on 5s. Yeah, because I'm rifle and
Steel's gone to ground. You're in 16.
Well, I thought for a second they were Fusiliers with only rifle teams, but they're Breda rifles, so they're actually ready to fire 2. So ready to fire 1. 2 hits. So 1 on each of the front 2 teams there. Yep.
We're good.
Yep. And unfortunately, I can't charge you because I am pinned down. Yeah.
Good with it?
I'm not. I think that will unfortunately be my turn.
I mean, it's not been the worst turn. Not the
to
most
differ.
effective, but the priest I actually am going to feel.
Well, we'll see. You wait when you end up re-rolling hits, your guns actually do better than
Better than they should? That's just the 60s talking.
We'll see. Alright guys, we'll move on to American turn 3 and the arrival of some Stuart reinforcements.
Guaranteed arrival. Alright, perfect.
Okay, so turn 3 American command step. We already know the Stuarts are coming in, so we won't bother rolling for them.
Turn.
So we
but
just
I do have
got
a couple
some
pins. The paras again. We'll start with them because the first roll is always going to be a fail.
You were saying?
I hope I didn't jinx it for the guns because we'll
hope
roll
you
them
did.
next. Nope. And the rifle platoon is also good. The Americans are coming into the fight. That was the only unpins. Okay. We do have some movement. I'm going to plot out. Stuarts are definitely a welcome arrival this turn. And we'll see what I can get set up.
Okay, turn 3 American movement. Take us through, Ben.
So we brought our Stuarts in. They did a road dash this turn, so they're not going to be fighting, but they're, with their movement, going to be well placed to go where I need.
Mm-hmm.
The paras have actually moved up. I'm going to be trying to deal with these armored cars here and gain control of the crossroads. Even if I leave them bailed, they can probably try and assault any of the bailed out ones. So they're set up for that. A few of the team, the rifle team that's been holding this road, now there's not much left to worry about there, has shifted up. They've ones that were on this side have refilled the houses vacated by the machine guns. Everything over here pretty much stayed the same. The Shermans have moved up. One of them is going to take some stabilizer shots at the flank of the Panzers. The other one didn't make a cross check, so he's just going to be shooting at these armored cars, along with the OP, who took his chance to move up to contribute as well. So hopefully we can gain control of the crossroads, maybe deal with some of this. We're probably still going to bombard with the priests, even with the 2. So I feel pretty happy where we're set up for the moment.
Okay, so let's roll straight into the
that shooting. So the first shooting, I'm just going to repeat with the paramortar.
Yep. So
to hit the 2 guns there.
Yeah, the 100 bill and one of the Bredas.
Yeah, 1 machine gun.
Okay.
And 1 thing.
So just hitting on 4s.
100 mil. So hitting on 4s, 100 mil. Does hit.
Hits.
And the machine gun, that's
very
definitely
cocked.
Does hit as well.
So I'll do the 100 bill first, 4 up armor. Fails. And the Breda. 3 up. Also fails.
They are a 4+ firepower. Nope. And for the machine gun, also no.
Okay. So I'll grab my pin markers back down. I'll take that. What's next?
We do have the bazooka. We're going to fire
the scout car?
Into the OP scout car, yeah.
Alright, that is also should be hitting on a 4, I think it was. Go ahead and roll it while I check. Yeah, it's careful.
Actually, before I even roll the bazooka, the AV-41s have a 0 side?
No, 110.
110.
Their
okay.
side is 1, yeah. The top is 0. Sorry.
But I do have a bunch of rifle shots.
Yeah.
And we're going to take them.
Are they AT2?
So they're AT2.
Okay. We
have 1, 2, 3 moving and 1 stationary.
On which one? The OP one?
We'll shoot the OP one.
Okay. So hitting on 4s.
So 1, 2, 3 moving, 1 stationary. And yeah, we'll do that. So we're hitting on what?
4s. I'm not in cover.
So 3 hits.
Okay. Side armor 1 to anti-tank 2. All back.
Fine.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Doesn't hurt to try.
With how I roll ones.
We have the 2 in the house who are going to do the same thing.
At the platoon?
Yeah. Got the scout car.
Yep,
2.
2. 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, 1
There's a 1.
6 up to bail me out. No.
Nope. Okay. We do have the bazooka. He's going to shoot at the OP.
And he remains stationary this turn.
So
right?
he remains stationary.
So hitting on a 4.
So hitting on a 4. That's the one that misses.
Interference.
We do have the Sherman at the back. He's going to shoot at the scout car platoon.
Okay. I think with the angles, he may only be able to hit the 1.
We're okay with it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Also hitting on 4s because he's stationary. So.
Yeah, 4s. Hits 1.
I'm not going to bother with armor. This is straight to firepower.
Yeah,
3 up.
That's true. 3+ firepower. We'll re-roll that.
Okay. Can it be an enlisted scout car? It can!
All right. He's bailed out. We will use the Sherman to do 2 stabilizer shots at the flank of the Panzer.
Yes, the side armor shots. So hitting on 5s because the stabilizer.
Give me some hits.
Please don't give you some hits. Yeah, of course.
There's 1.
Well, that could be worse. Actually, yeah, it's just a side armor's 3, so
3,
firepower.
so straight in. Give me the blow up. Yeah.
And it's dead.
So just finishing what we've got over here. We do have an HMG who's going to shoot at the heavy mortar, where he's been trading shots. 6 will work.
Yeah.
Fine.
4 will work.
Does any of the other rifles that are here? Some of them do have some shots at various scout cars. So 2 here will shoot the OP one, and the 2 here will shoot at that one. 2 and 2. Nothing. The 2 here does hit.
1 on the 2 on bail ones.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 potential bail. On a 6 up. Oh, I saw the 6 there for a second.
It does make you clench for a moment. We
I
will
felt something pucker.
go into the priests here.
Okay, now the real pucker time.
The real fire. So if I do it here, I catch
Literally
everything except this one guy who's forward. I miss the Semaventes, but that is well worth the number of shots there. So let's see if we can time on target the range in. We don't. Oh, that would have been good. We can get ranged in at all.
You were clipping
Under train.
Sadly.
You're lucky.
Okay, now I just have to unpin.
All right. AT guns.
Yeah, that's also gonna hurt.
2 of them are gonna shoot at Semaventes, I think.
Okay. Now I do have scout, but because I fired bombardments, it still doesn't apply. So I'm only in cover. So you're gonna be hitting on 5s.
5s and 4 into the other Panzer III.
And they'll just be a straight 4.
All right, so we'll do the Panzer III first. I'd like him to go.
2 hits.
AT is 10.
Front armor is 6, so 4s equal, 5s ignore. 5 and 6.
Wow.
That never happens.
Didn't expect that.
I'll take that.
Failing where I didn't expect to fail. Okay, the other 4 at the Semaventes. Give me a couple 5s. 1.
My armor on them, I think I said earlier, was a 4 on the front, so I'd need a 6. I'm just double checking. It is 4 on the front, and I'm still under 16. So 6 equals. That's not a 6.
And firepower.
I think it's
I
4
think it's
plus.
only a 4 plus.
So it'll be a bailout.
Very flopped anti-tank for the turn. We will have to set up for next turn.
Well, I mean, the Sherman did its job.
Yeah, 4 plus.
Okay. Any
I
particular
know
one?
the Sherman did pay off. Okay.
Does it matter?
Not really. No, do the end one.
Yeah.
Sure. Not at all what we were hoping for. We do have our shots over here from the 2 other tanks.
Yes.
So
Lucky.
we will do the Stuart OP. And we will just shoot. Well, one of those is bailed. So actually we will try and shoot the other. Maybe we can even get lucky and get a morale test out of it. So 1 hit.
What's the AT?
7.
Oh.
Oh,
6 will equal.
Yes, it will.
Nope.
And I believe it's a 4 plus.
Yep. Bailed out.
Another bailed.
But that puts you in a good spot for a potential assault on them.
Bailed the rear one there. And I have not missed any shooting.
No, I don't think so.
I think that is it. These guys are going to continue to remain gone to ground for the moment. Or actually, it might be worth to trade the gun to ground and get you while you're not dug in or anything.
That's fair.
You'll get more hits, which could pin them down. But that front platoon is getting pretty low on model
Yeah, there's
count.
only the 4 dudes left in it, so.
And that's 7 shots, essentially. I think it's worth taking the 7 because you are just straight
4.
hit on 4s.
Yeah. Yeah, because that platoon moved last turn.
Yeah.
The bigger one stayed stationary, so it's technically.
So we will try and shoot that front platoon.
Okay.
4s.
2.
Okay. I saw the 3 2s at first. 3.
I'll do
One
the
more.
I'll just take this one.
That looks like shooting.
Okay.
So, let me just consider the assault here.
Okay, so American assault phase. The 2 dudes that were stationary in the house, they snuck up on the AB-41s. I won't get defensive fire, so they'll just go straight to their swings, which will be hitting on a 3 plus, I believe.
Yes, Paris 3 plus. 1.
And improvised anti-tank is 2 against my top armor 0. And this is in the unpinned one, or unbailed one. Potentially
Goes in is auto.
Oh, it's auto firepower, so that blows it up, and we'll kill the platoon because the other two are bailed out.
So we're at the top of Italian turn 5.
Yep.
There is a lot of morale at least.
Remounts first, so just the Semavente on a 2+.
Semavente. Oh. I guess that pays back for not killing any of them.
At least it's within 6 inches of the commander, so... Okay. There we go. So he'll unpin, or unbail.
Bail in.
Unpins, I'll start from there. So the
Critical
front
ones?
platoon on a 3+. That's...
I'd say it's pretty flat. You're good.
Okay. So, and then the back one, which I really need. With the commander reroll, come on!
No! Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
They were
Sure.
planning when they left Africa to go back home.
Why not? Who needs infantry? The 100 mil unpins and the machine guns. Unpin.
You pass all the stuff at the back, all the barrage stuff.
Fine.
Not the guys going through the mines.
It's fine. I can do this with only 3 infantry teams. Okay. We're going to move into movement and be right back.
Take us through the movement.
Alright, so first things first, these guys moved out of cover and got onto the
wall?
stone wall there to start shooting. Breda's moved forward. They need to get some bodies up towards the objective. They failed to follow me move, unfortunately. Panzers blitzed and one successfully crossed over the wall there and are angling to get some shots on that Sherman without risking return fire from the 57 mils. The OP is just deciding to YOLO, so that's where he is. And then on that flank, my R-35s, the 2 of them that I had left, they successfully rolled their skills to cross through the minefield. So they crossed through the minefield.
So they did.
And the other platoon advanced and is positioning for an assault. Because I need to start getting close to that
You
objective.
couldn't just stay for the priests who failed their last range in to try again?
No.
I'd like it.
No.
Alright, we'll see if we can make them do it.
Alright, on to shooting. Okay, kicking things off for the shooting phase, I'm going to use my command team up here on the ridge, who I forgot to mention successfully blitzed up. He's going to spot for my 81 millimeters now. I'm going to drop it right over here, just outside of danger close, on top of the bazooka team. No terrain under, or no tall or short terrain underneath, so just the skill rating, which on the command team, I forgot to check, I believe is a 4+. Yeah, 4+. So I need 4 range in, first attempt. Second attempt.
You do have that one.
Perfect. All right, so adding +1, and we were hitting 1
Fours?
bazooka and
You're hitting
5 rifles. I
1
think we said?
bazooka and 1, 2, 3, 5 rifles
And 1
and
gun.
1 gun.
Okay, so the rifles first on 4s for 3 hits, and then the bazooka and the gun. So just the 3 rifles.
So 3 rifles, 1 firepower.
4+ firepower. Nope.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to repeat bombardment the 100 millimeter mortar or 100 millimeter howitzers right on there. So it was 2 guns, 2 rifle teams, and a bazooka. So the 2 guns hitting 1.
1.
The 2 rifle teams. Come on, hands, start working. Hitting 1, and the bazooka. Hitting the bazooka. And these are repeats, so rerolling successful saves, please.
Oh, all right. So 1 gun, 1 bazooka, and 1 rifle.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the gun. Reroll. I'll double check if there are 4+ as a gun. We'll do the 2 rifles. I'll just roll 2.
And roll again.
He did. And for the bazooka, you would have failed one of them.
Okay, 3 at firepower on the bazooka while you check for the gun. And that fails.
And I think 57s are,
You can set it down.
I
just
believe.
edit it out.
No, they are still a 3+ save.
Of course they are. Okay, so if that's the case, with them being a 3+ save, they're good. So then I will, I guess, rearrange in the Semaventes because I really need those anti-tank guns gone. I don't know. I kind of want to hit those priests again, though. I will range it in on. I'll rearrange them in right on top of the one gun with the pin down marker.
Kind of the same place or here?
Yeah, where the 100mm was hitting. So,
The same priority targets essentially.
yeah. So was there? I guess we should.
That target does
There
have
shouldn't-
terrain.
You want to just double check because it might not.
Oh,
yeah.
some Aventes.
Is there right on?
I will say there's a way you could do it without.
I'll do that then. So 3 up. Ranges
It
in
does
first
range
down.
in. And now with the less angle, you'll get both guns, but you would lose the bazooka.
That's fine.
Okay.
Still hitting the 2 rifles though.
Yes.
All right. So the 2 guns. 1 hit. No, neither hit. And the 2 rifles. 2 hits.
2 rifles. They're fine with that.
Okay. So we're going to move on to the rest of the shooting. So we've got moving rate of fire on 3 Breda rifle MG teams. I'll shoot at the command team of the platoon right in front of them. So a little farther back in. Getting 3 hits, I think, because they did fire last turn.
They did.
So-
So yes.
I'll just put them on those 3 there because I targeted
in
the
the
command
second
team.
rank?
Yep.
You're too close to mistaken. And all 3 are the same, so we'll just roll out 3. They're good on all 3.
Okay, and then the 2 R35s will spew some machine gun fire. Oh, actually, only 1 R35 because the other one is blocked from moving teams. We'll spew some machine gun fire. His MGs are 3 on the move. Same target, same spot, second rank back. 2 hits. So 1 commander and 1 rifle team beside.
Now, is he far enough that I could mistaken target?
Yes.
So I will mistaken target to the lead team.
Yeah, I figured you would.
I
Or at
will
least
attempt
he'll try.
2 hits?
Yeah.
So the first one does
Two.
not. So 2 in the second rank.
Oh yeah, 'cause you can't keep going after you kill the first one. Can
Nope.
you?
But
Yeah,
they're both
but
fine.
Okay. The second platoon with pinned rate of fire has 1, 2, 3 shot. Oh, sorry, 2 shots because he's not part of that. So 1, 2 rifle MG teams, so 1 shot each. I'll put them into the 57mm in the tree line. Hitting on 5s.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. 6 up firepower.
Roll double 6s.
No.
I would not have liked you in this.
I would have loved that. Okay, so that's that flank. We'll come over here. We'll throw 4 shots from the Panther 3s into 1 Sherman because they're counting a stationary due to blitz. Hitting on 4s because of cover. 3 hits. Anti-tank was 9. To your front number 6.
6. So 3. Bounce,
1
bounce,
equals.
and equal.
A 4 up
Oh.
to bail you out. And you bailed you out.
Does bail.
Then
Sherman's
we
bouncing German shots. Unheard of. Welcome to
will,
Midwar.
we'll do the assault mortars into the dudes in the building there.
That thing is still alive?
Yep.
Alright.
They are concealed but not ground to ground because they did technically move last turn. And I guess they also fired last turn, didn't they? So, hitting on 5s.
Run away by now.
For
Well,
I'll
that
reroll
one's
that.
off.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Okay.
We're okay.
We will then do moving rate of fire on 2 Breda MG teams into them as well. 2 shots each. Hitting on 5s. Nothing. And 3 shots into them, hitting on 5s. 1 hit.
Maybe that one.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 4 hits, not enough to pin you. What do we got next? Anything left?
I think that might be the extent of it.
Okay, then
Artillery's
I
all
will
fired. Infantry and tanks have all fired.
attempt to shoot and scoot on my panzers because they only blitzed. That's cocked.
Jacob doing an assault. Almost unheard of as well.
I really did want to get at least one of those teams dead, but
I feel like you probably actually can win this assault, but I have gapped some lead elements precisely for this potential.
well, your rifles are pinned. Well, sorry, your
Pin
HE
matters
your,
not.
your anti-tank guns is what I'm trying to say are pinned, and they have no HE, so they likely won't hit. You've got 7 rifle teams and a bazooka. You could force me back, but I am counting on it not happening.
Probably not. I'm just hoping to kill one or two of them. So the bazooka is in, and the AT, one of them is in. There's the one in the tree in. If you hold that for me.
So
I'm
while
sure
he's
you're all getting a shaky moment, he is in as well.
he's going to do his defensive fire. I have charged into contact. He's got 2, no HE, pinned down, 57 millimeters, firing 1 shot each.
And then one
And
bazooka.
the rifle platoon that doesn't care that they're pinned.
And 7 rifles. 3, 4, 5, 6. And the bazooka doesn't. Oh, he
It's
is
slow
slow firing
firing, so it
as
will
pinned.
matter.
So
Hitting on a 5 for him.
5 for him, and we'll roll him with the 2
They're
AT
hitting on
guns.
6s because they have no HE.
But they don't have slow firing.
Doesn't matter.
Their pinned goes to
Oh,
1 from
right,
2.
yeah, they're not ready to fire 1.
So
Sorry,
they're-
guys.
Their pinned is the same as the bazooka.
I rarely assault. So yeah, it's hitting on 5s.
So 5s for these. They like it. No HE. You don't need it. You take a 57 to the body. We'll just move these, and then the 6 remaining 7. The HQ. 7 rifles hitting on 4s. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the hits.
All right. That happened.
Yeah, literally everything but 1. So 2, 4, 8, 9 hits out of 10 shots.
3 on each.
3 on each.
1.
He's good.
This guy is good, and the last guy, it dies.
Oh, I'm gonna say that's would have been unheard of.
All right, we'll move on to American, turn 5. All right, American, turn 5 command step, pin checks.
We do have a pin on the rifle. They're good.
Mhm.
We do have a pin on the AT gun. That is a little off, but they do have a commander who's moved in range of them now as well. But they stay pinned. That might help.
And then a bail.
And a bailout on the
I
Sherman.
think it's what, a 2 or 3 plus? For
I
now?
think it's a 3+, but he does not like it. Formation is there, but I don't think either that's on site, so I guess that would stay bailed.
Okay, so we'll move to the movement and be right back. Finish this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, movement phase, turn 5. We got
Yes.
one more turn potentially.
So we did have some more movement. All the stuff in the center is what's really moving, of course. Our OP has taken on the job of being aggressive. He passed a cross check and is going to try and remove the infantry threat in this field.
Okay.
Our other Sherman has cross checked and moved back in range. Hopefully that other one remounts so we don't have a lost stand. Also, he can take some concealed through the smoke shots at the Panzers. A real critical one is the Stuarts passed a blitz and came to here. One did remain behind to shoot along with the bazooka at this AB-41. The others finished their tactical to come all the way around to get flank shots on the Panzer IIIs. If the Sherman somehow gets super lucky, then they've got the Semoventes on the hill. Everything else is pretty much remained where it was to hopefully stop the Italians this turn.
All right.
So we've got our plan. We're going to go right into it. So the first thing, we might as well start with the Sherman because we know what he wants to do.
Hitting on 6s.
So he's got 2.
He didn't attack our blitz, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, hitting on 6s on.
6s. Does
1
get
hit.
1.
Okay, AT 10, 2 front armor 6, 4 or better. Bounces.
That's what you bounce. All right. We will do the Stuart first.
Cannons, I assume.
So the 2, yeah,
Hitting on 4s.
hits 1.
18.
AT7.
6 equals. Nope.
4
Firepower.
plus. And we'll say that is flat enough, and it's just a bail.
Okay.
It's fine. We'll have to get some infantry to go finish the job. So the bazooka here, in this case, will redirect his shot. He is in 8, so he's going to shoot 1 stationary shot at the Panzer IIIs. Just on force.
Okay.
Misses.
Sounds good.
So it's the Stuart's job. 2, 4, and 6.
Now they have stabilizers, correct?
They have stabilizers.
So hitting on 5s.
So on 5s. But we get 2 of them.
18. 7.
AT7
Side
to the
armor's
side.
3, so I need 4 to equal. One goes in, one bounces.
One goes in, perfect. Blows it up.
Destroys it.
That'll do. We'll move on to our next major targets, who will be the AT guns, shooting at the sim of empties on the ridge.
Okay.
So we have 4, because they're pinned still. So
6 is to hit then, because I'm in cover and they're pinned.
that pin does not affect their
Right,
hit.
I'm thinking they're infantry.
It just reduces their shots.
Sure.
So 5s.
Yeah, 5s. One
Did
hit.
we get 1?
These were AT10.
10?
So my front number 4, so 6 equals. No, so firepower.
4 plus.
Bailed out
Another
again.
bailed one.
New model syndrome. They won't die, but they also can't do much.
Fantastic. We'll go into the Stewart here. He's got, I think, like 5 machine guns.
Something absurd like that.
Something absurd. 5 machine guns on the move. 2, 4, 5. He's going to shoot at the squad right there by the wall. Hits with 3 of them.
Okay. That'll be 1 on each, essentially. 3 up armor. And we're good.
Next up, we've got... We'll do the rifles over here. You know what? I think we're going to range the priests in. We're going to try it here. We're going to do it so we're not touching the hill. That R35 is dead. So we will completely miss...
Check your A, danger close, and B, your angle, because you got pointed
you're
right
right.
at the priests.
Give me 1 sec. We will back up, back up, back up. Back up. So we will miss the front infantry and the front on, but we will hit the rest, and we can avoid the hill.
It's got to go flat onto the front of the priest, bud.
Yeah, they're right there.
You've got it on an angle.
Okay, well, that gives me more space.
Thank you.
Ranging in. Let's see if we can do it.
3 up.
Nope. We'll say that was a 1. Yep. There we go. Okay, so 1 R35. We'll just roll him.
He's on a 3, so he's hit.
It's hit, and then
Should be
2?
2 in the front, and I think there was
2
8
from
in
one
the
platoon.
second one.
So we'll roll the 1 that's from the separate platoon. Misses. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh yeah, the minefield killed 2, didn't it?
7 for the second platoon.
5's to hit.
We
Nice.
like it for 3.
6s. Best part is you can't pin me because I'm already pinned.
All right. So 3 infantry.
We're good.
Safe.
Not time on target, right?
Nope.
Right, yeah, it was the second
And
attempt.
the R35 is
80,
a 3.
83. So top armor 0.
I think it's top armor 1, but you're fine.
I think it's top armor 0.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, it is top armor 1. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is technically an armored car.
Fine there. We do have, I think we're down to various infantry shots. We have the little paramortar, who is now danger close to my Stewart. Does he have anything else he can even range? I don't know if he can reach anywhere that's not going to be danger close to the Stewart. I think that's about it. Oh, well, that looks like there's houses.
Can't quite hit the Bredas.
But you know what he can do? We got a guy over here. I can just try and call him in from someone else. So we will probably just range him in on the same thing, except he's going to have terrain. Yeah, we're just going to go for the terrain shot.
Okay.
Give up the 2 front guys because the angle I have to be a little further back.
Hit more of the platoon of the formation commander.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So it's going to have the +1, and it's definitely not that. It's definitely not that. It's definitely not that either.
I feel that.
That's fine. That's fine. That was just a little extra. We've done our priest. We have rifle fire here.
So the back platoon is still theoretically
The black.
on the ground, actually.
We'll shoot the front platoon, even though it's going to be making last stands checks, because it's also just the closer one.
Yeah.
So 2, 4.
And it is currently the one
6.
that's within assault range.
The one the commander was doing a range in, so 6.
Hitting on 4s. 5. No, I moved last turn 4s.
Doesn't matter. There's no 4s. 3.
3 hits.
So 2 and 1.
Okay. So 2 on the one team. Lives.
Good.
1 on the other team. Lives. Okay. This turn I can make infantry saves apparently.
All right. You're not failing any of that today. We're gonna assault to finish him. So we're down to really the paras and the platoons that are here in the center around the tanks. We have 1 panzer that's not bailed out. We might consider some assaults on it, possibly. We have an assault there. I think this might be the shooting. We have some teams up here who will take a couple more shots. There's 3 of them there.
Which platoon?
The one that's...
No, sorry, what's the target platoon?
Oh,
Same
just
one?
the front. Okay, the front lead one. Nothing. I think that's good for our shooting. The only other thing we got is the paras and stuff. A couple of them. Actually, we'll just take shots across the wall there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. They didn't even move.
5s, I think.
Two.
Okay. Oh, I failed
One
one.
of
But
them?
I am on the other side of a stone wall, so bulletproof cover.
Yes. Just put it on the closest one. Sure.
6 up.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
I'm not gonna roll
Wrong
my own.
person? Nope.
Okay. Oh my god, it would have worked if I rolled 2. Oh, it's terrible.
I think we got shooting.
All right,
There will
so
be assaults.
What do we want to do? I know you want to do that one.
the
I mean, that's a
first-
foregone conclusion. It's,
First one is going to be an assault. There's nothing that can
It's just
defend
gonna
it.
die.
It's gone, and they would just consolidate back into the house in all likelihood. Boom, that's destroyed.
So what did you want to do with the Panzer?
The next one, we're going to do the Stewart,
Oh, the Stewart.
here, I think.
Okay.
If he assaults to here,
No thinking defensive fire.
yeah, and well, other than the infantry who really can't hurt it. So he's got 1 trained skill up.
Yeah,
Kills
kills
it.
team. I might as well test the counterattack. It will be on a whopping 3 up, I want to say. Nope, 4 up. Oh, wait, no, it's motivation, right? Yeah, 4 up. So, 4 up for them to counterattack. They fall back.
Boom, might consolidate. I'm going to attempt
Cross-check?
cross-check.
Okay. Yep.
And he's going to consolidate
We
to the
broke.
other side of the wall. Fantastic. Infantry here. I've got 2 different platoons potentially. I've got the para boys who've done the same trick before. And I do have the platoon here that can come out of the houses. And the paras have the more reliable assault. So I think we will send the 2 of them out of the house to do just that.
Alright. Now, with the sneak up, does it stipulate they only have to remain stationary, or does it stipulate that the platoon has to not shoot? So we just double checked. Yes, the tank that they assault is snuck up on, but other teams, it looks like, can still defense fire.
Oh,
so,
that's the bailed out one.
oh, it is too. So
We were going to have some event to do defensive fire.
And the assault mortars are out, so we'll just go straight into swinging.
So 2 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
Just on 3s.
Okay, top armor is
1 and 2.
1 to anti-tank 2. And he's dead. So, we will move right into the last Italian turn.
So I mopped up some of the platoons, but you've got a couple pins and a couple last stands.
So we're going to go to the Semivente there, remounting on a 2+ because of protected ammo.
Fair.
It remounts. That wasn't
Does
very
that.
shocking. The platoon that has been pinned down for 3 straight turns now, I would really like to unpin. The back one on the minefield. Thank you. The one in front of it. Unpins. And then the last stand tests, I'll do it on that platoon over there. The one with 2 guys left in it, they stick around on a 4+. They do. And this platoon of 2 over here by the 100 mils. Does. Okay. So, that's a good morale phase. Finally, we're going to move into movement.
How'd the movement go?
So, finally cleared that bloody minefield. So that flank has now finally 2 turns late.
Best bloody minefield ever.
That was pretty damn good. The Bredas succeeded a blitz, and 2 of them have been able to move up to pour some fire down.
Okay.
This platoon dug itself in, and I mean, aside from what you see in there on that flank, that's really all I got left. So we're gonna see if we can't finally, maybe, take an objective and hold it.
Even get to the objective. Let's do it.
On to shooting.
So you've moved under your own artillery barrages.
Yeah.
You picked some new points.
Can't be helped. I guess I could have stayed 4 inches back, but it can't be helped. So we're gonna basically start rearranging using formation command team here. It's gonna arrange the 100 mils on top of the bazooka. Gonna need a 4+. On the first attempt.
You get that.
So that'll hit the bazooka and all 5 rifle teams, I think.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hitting the bazooka. 5 rifle teams.
So
And the bazooka, of course.
Rifles first, hitting on 3s. 4 of them, and then the Zook is also hit.
Okay. For the 4 rifles. 1
fails.
And for the Zuka.
Okay.
That's good.
3 up on the rifle. He's destroyed. Alright, and then I'll use the second attempt to spot on the same spot the 81 mil mortars. So needing a 4. No, third attempt. Yes, so hitting on 5s now. The bazooka. No.
And
4
rifles now.
2.
They're both good.
Okay. And then the Semaventes will just spot themselves on that same point, needing a 3. Getting it on the first attempt.
So you do.
So, what was it, 4 rifles?
There's a lot of shells coming in on this point.
Hitting 3 rifle teams and maybe a bazooka? No, just 3 rifle teams.
3 rifle teams.
2, 3. So 2 fail. Yeah, there's just 3.
And 1
4 up firepower. Killing 1 more team.
1 more rifle.
Hey, there we go. Momentum. Assault mortars will shoot at these 2 buggers.
The house?
I guess.
Those 2 guys, we thought, long odds to come into this
MVPs.
house, and has paid off.
MVPs. Hitting on 5s, right? Because you're in concealment and...
Just concealed. Yep.
Okay. 1 hit. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that and run with it.
He's alright with it.
Alright, the back Breda will also shoot there, and the front 2 Bredas will shoot the 57 millimeters.
Okay.
They will count as stationary because they blitzed.
And they didn't move further?
Nope.
Okay.
No, only my 4 inches. So hitting on 5s on there with 2 hits, 1 on 1.
They're good with it.
Okay, fine. They won't die. And then 12 more shots on the 257s in the tree line, hitting on 4s. No, hitting on 5s because you're in concealment. Ooh, there we go. 4 hits, 2 on each.
2 on each. Alright, so your closest one fails 1.
Okay.
The further one fails 1.
Okay, so the one's closest to my infantry and R35s on a 6 up. Nope, and the other one on a 6 up. Nope. Okay, but I guess they were still pinned, weren't they?
They were still pinned.
Worth a try.
And the rifles don't care.
And then I think actually that might be the no, my infantry. So the 2 rifle teams for beside the R35s, one of them can shoot into the 57s, and the other one will shoot the. Well, I guess they both can shoot 57s because they're scattered, aren't they? So we'll do. This guy's going to shoot him.
Yeah.
And this guy's going to shoot him.
Fine.
So hitting on a 5, and hitting on a 5. So just him.
So lead element.
And 6 up. Oh, what have I done? Okay.
Almost took you out of that
I was
assault.
just thinking about that. That would have been really bad. And then the 4 Bersaglieri rifle MG teams will target the unit command team to shoot as well. Hitting on 5s. No, hitting on 4s because you're concealed.
Yep.
So 1, and then I'll put 1 there, and you are too close for a mistaken target. Okay.
They are prepared.
Now, that is my
those
shooting
sixes.
phase. So I'll be right back after I've done all my assault movements so we can film the defensive fire.
So,
So we've got the first assault. We've got the R-35, single one charging into the guns.
are they fours?
You've got only 3 guns that can fire at them, I think.
Well, this is short. They can see through it. But is it a force to hit?
Okay, no, okay, it's 3s.
3s.
Just firepowers.
Oh.
Okay.
Almost doesn't go up. Only 1. Because he's like 8 1/4.
Yeah. All right, second assault for the turn. We're trying to really push into that point. So we've got 5 guns and a bazooka firing in defense.
Yeah, 2 guns.
Oh yeah, 2 guns, 5 rifles, and a bazooka.
1. The bazooka.
Hitting on a 5.
They
Actually,
are pinned?
47 wasn't hitting either because they're pinned too.
Well, again, he doesn't have a modifier to hit.
Why do I keep thinking that? Oh yeah, the no HE. That does add +1.
Oh, are you native force?
Yes, I am native 4 in my infantry.
Okay.
It was the R-35s.
That
Sorry.
misses.
So yeah, the R-35 was the one that was in the 3. So defense fire was no hits there, and now the
1,
infantry.
2, 3, 4, 5.
These are gonna hurt.
I mean, probably not.
Okay. Just 1. I find little-handed an assault.
I didn't think
Has
they
that ever actually
didn't think
happened
they
with
would.
Italians?
It would have been nice if that team died.
Um,
But the front 2 foxholes are definitely overrun. They held 1 assault. You're trained?
No, they're veteran. They're
Oh.
3. I've never actually gotten this far with Italian infantry. So.
I mean, they're some of the fastest infantry. You get the 2+ follow me's.
That's true. So 4 on him, 3 up. Okay, he's dead. And 3 on him. Very dead. Do you wish to counterattack? You are within 4 still.
I am not within 4.
Oh, I thought you were.
Nope. I had gapped them specifically not to be. So that assault is over.
Okay. American command step, turn 5.
So you consolidated
No,
forward.
turn 6, I think, actually.
6. I just got to drive you back off this objective.
Yep.
So I have 1 Sherman to mount up.
Yep, so won't be having to worry about the
I do have
stand.
super amounts of pinned on these 2 platoons. The 57s,
Yep.
good. And the rifles are good as well. They're determined. So I've got some movement. Everything's going to be mostly shifting this way to drive off that objective and consolidate this win. So we're going to take a moment while I bring forward all the teams.
Yep, we'll be right back. Okay. Moving.
So-
moving phase.
Some Italians have suddenly found themselves in a very dangerous position. Platoons in the back have moved up. The ones in the house have moved over. The Stuarts swung around the rear. And the Shermans have come through here, 1 crossing to get through and 1 zigzagging past the trees. The last Panzer, or the Stuart OP, is going to go around and flank some artillery if somehow everything fails. But otherwise everything comes down to wiping out these platoons. One of them of 2 men and the other one has only got like 5-6 teams left there. So we're going to go right into that. We will
MGs first.
fire out this
Your 15
Stewart.
MG shots.
We'll just do all of the various rifles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because the rest are blocking. 8, 9, 10. 10 that aren't blocked.
Which platoon are they going to shoot at?
We'll do these 4 are shooting at the 2, I'm assuming I think are from the 1 platoon.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming the rest are from the other.
Yes.
So 4 at the 2,
Hitting on 4s.
and 6 at the other. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6.
He's good.
And 6 at the strong one. That's 3.
1 dies.
I'll just make it that one. Sure.
They're all within charge.
They're
range
all
for you.
definitely in charge. We'll do the 57s here. They're going to probably just shoot up at the Semaventes, except for the lead one is going to shoot at the R35. So 1 at the R35.
Is that one shooting through the wreck perchance? Oh, you touching it. I guess it wouldn't matter, would it?
Yeah, this guy here.
Okay. So just 3 up to hit that then. The R35.
This one here, he can shoot through friendlies. I really want to make sure it's gone, so we'll do that.
Okay.
The other two shoot up on the hill.
Yep.
Because they failed me before.
Okay. Firepower for armor is only 3. Destroy. Okay. And no, failed out. But he'll assault it.
The assault's going to overtake it.
And then 5s to hit and to conceal some advantage.
1.
6 up. Potentially equals. So potential bail on 4 up.
Oh, they finally got one.
Which one?
Just the end one. Sure, doesn't matter. Boom. The bazooka in the field here is going to shoot at these Samaventes. He moved, so
6 is
6.
Oh, close though.
The Shermans. One's going to shoot at the Samaventes, 2 stabilizers.
So 6 again.
No. The other is going to machine gun into the 2-man platoon here.
Okay.
1.
Good to go.
Stewards. 3 into the full one, and 1 with his 5 into the 2-man. Into the 2-man. 2 of them.
Good to go.
And into, that's only for 2 of them. 3, 4, 5. Into the large platoon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it it's on 4s?
4 up.
6, 7, 8. So 2 of them
2 of them will take 2 hits. The other
2 of them take 2, and then 1 apiece.
Right. Which ones do you want the 2 one?
The furthest 2.
Furthest 2. All right. Front one. Dead. Back one. It's dead. And then the last 4. Dead. Dead. Living. Dead. Down to 1 platoon. Or 1 squad.
And we will fire the 2 priests. They're just gonna brutal shots. You know what? They're just gonna brutal shots at the lead guy.
Do they have
Here?
He might not have last sight because they're moving. Oh, they stay stationary.
This is the stationary
sorry, I thought it
platoon.
was that platoon.
Yep. That's only got 1 man left.
So just hitting on 4s.
1.
Dead.
That's the platoon there. And we're just going to end up assaulting through.
No, please do.
Mostly, I think that's the shooting. Paras, I'm not that concerned about. He'll shoot, I guess, 2 shots at the lead gun there.
Okay. Hitting on 5s.
Hitting
on 6s, but yeah, still hits. 4 up save. Firepower.
4 plus firepower.
Nope.
Oh, so close. All the infantry shot here. The tanks. The paras. What do we got line of sight to? The paras. It's going to take some not moving rates at that assault mortar that's somehow not failed the last stand or anything yet. They don't want to take him out at this point. They're giving it to him. And I'll just say I'm going to go into assault from there.
All right, who's assaulting first?
Well, assault.
Be careful who you move. Actually, can you check what is actually within 8 inches? They're looking like they might be out. Unless you charge the back.
2 of them are in if I charge with the back ones. But if I just charge with that one, and then
you know what?
To that guy.
We'll give it to you. Yeah, there's no way I can really stop it. So, good game. We'll be right back with a debrief. That was a good game.
It was a good one. You made
I hate
6.
minefields.
You hate a minefield when you made it choke point, having set up the table himself.
Well, I wasn't expecting to go this way. Again, I was hoping to go this way.
I deliberately put my minefields to make sure you either were going to suffer a minefield or go through the center.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was a really, as salty as I got, that was a really fun game.
I made it to an objective.
The
last time your Italians or
your
they didn't even
get close.
Advanced on me, it was over in turn 1.
And then the last time I played Italians against you with Fusilieri, they did a little bit better, but not much. I think I may finally have found a formation I like playing with the Italians, and yes, it is the Bersaglieri. So maybe we'll just go to the desert instead of continuing Sicily.
You were more skilled than my troops.
I know, it was quite nice.
And as much as you complain they're Italians, they're more skilled.
I'm not complaining that they're Italians. I'm complaining about the minefield. And the fact that I failed, 6 3+ rolls?
You did fail some critical unpin tests, but I was making your entire line roll unpin tests pretty much each turn.
It's just the one platoon that got stuck bogged down. If even a turn sooner, that might have made a much bigger difference. But, it is what it is.
Using Shermans for me, getting to those Panzers
it's the first time you've used Shermans,
was
isn't it?
tough. I'm used to what you saw with my Paras.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to wait till you have to come close, sneak out, boom, satchel charge.
No,
I mean, I did finish a lot of platoons that way because I find my armor always whiffs.
Yep.
My AT always whiffs. Infantry assaults will end up
almost always
dealing
work
with armor platoons.
And all you got to do, especially with armored cars, you just got to bail them out and then contact them, right?
Holding that crossroads, moving up that house, and then even choices like moving the Shermans back, just knowing I wasn't probably going to trade that engagement and to force you to move. It came out good. It was fun. It was back and forth. It didn't feel like it was over at any point till near the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
even towards the end there, if I could have saved just a few more teams, it might have made a big difference too.
Yeah, and if you'd unpinned even a turn earlier and gotten there,
I know.
I started moving stuff that way a turn ahead, just out of caution, which paid off.
It did, definitely did.
So, but I'm happy. It went well. It was exciting.
Very good.
I think it was back and forth.
Looking forward to the next.
Glad you're all here.
So, thank you again, guys, for your support, and we're pulling for you. So keep your sticks on the ice.
Take care out there.